How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome back to Do the Work Sports. Here we are with another edition of a Monday Night Raw rundown of what happened, a recap. Right off the gate, we come out with Seth Rollins. He comes out with AOP. He does a terrific job as promo, blaming the WWE Universe for the way he's been acting and blaming Kevin Owens for the way he's been acting. Pretty much said, hey, if I can't beat him, I'm going to join him. So I joined AOP because you guys forced me to. You guys talking crap about me. You guys rumors about me. You forced me to join AOP. And you know what, Seth? I'm happy with AOP. I'm happy with L. Because you know what? You do your best work when you're a heel. So if you get to hear this and you happen to run across this on YouTube, you got my full support, buddy. You needed to do something. Now, Seth Rollins goes out and apologizes in advance for what he's going to do tonight. He said the fans won't like it, but we getting an apology, formal apology by Mr. Seth Rollins. And by the way, Seth Rollins, he kind of reminds me of Adolf Hitler a little bit. I know that's a big name. I know that's a scary name to use. But he's saying, look, you either with me or you against me. I'm going to lay down the law. I'm going to change things up. I'm going to take matters into my own hand. I'm the judge, the jury, and the executioner. So he's saying, look, you either get in line or I will put you in line. Exactly those words, pretty much, you might as well say. Now, the first match of the night, and by the way, there's not a lot of matches that take place tonight. This is like a 3-hour-long soap opera, Days of Our Lives type stuff. It's the Viking Raiders. They come out. They're going against OC. The OC and them had a count out at TLC. It ended with Carl Anderson getting his poor, small, beautiful, bald self with his goatee, the mini-me version of Stone Cold Steve Austin, slammed through a table. And this match is actually a very solid match. It was a great match to start Monday Night Raw off with. The OC does what OC does, though, before the match. They come out, they make some jokes, they trash talk, and they also bring up a little bit of facts that they are the only tag team in WWE to hand the Viking Raiders a loss. And not just hand them, they pinned them. So 1, 2, 3 type of loss, which is a big deal because the Viking Raiders has not lost a match on WWE. Granted, they've been facing kindergarten kids compared to who they are, but that's not their choice. That's the WWE's bookings decision. Now, this match was a very solid match. This is the match that I wish we would have got at TLC. It was exciting. It was unpredictable. In Akbar, he does a Vader bomb. This is kind of how the match ends. He does a Vader bomb, which he misses because Gallows is able to pull Carl Anderson out of the way. Thank God for Big Brother. And he tags himself in, and they go on to hit Akbar. And Akbar, by the way, if you're wondering who's who, he's the big guy, the fat guy, looking like the younger version of Santa Claus without gray hair guy. And they hit him, out of all people, with the Magic Killer, and they pin him 1, 2, 3. So now the Viking Raiders have had 2 losses, and it's both been to the OC, the best tag team in the world. They are standing up because I said in my last video that they've been the best tag team at losing. Looks like they're starting to get a little bit of a push, and I'm excited for them. I'm happy for them. I like the OC, and so it's good to see that they got a big win as a big monumental win. Also, by the way, Samoa Joe, they did not become tag team champions because when they got that win, Samoa Joe, I don't know if he's predicting the future or what, he goes, we got new tag team champions, new tag team champions. No, Joe, you just watched the Viking Raiders get beat. They didn't put the titles on the line, so you need to calm your rolls, buddy. You need to settle down. Then, before the commercial break, after the commercial break, Eric Rowan has an interview, and I don't know if you've been watching Eric Rowan here lately. He's been walking around with a big old cage, and by the way, that cage is getting bigger and bigger every week. What is in there? I needs to know what's in that cage. I'm sure it's going to be something dumb. I'm sure it's not going to be anything exciting. There's a lot of anticipation around it, and you know how WWE is with the writers. But I'm going to stay positive. I'm sure it's not baby gobbledygookas in there. Thanksgiving's already passed, so maybe it's elves. He may have elves in there. Who knows? Maybe he's Santa Claus. Maybe he's Santa Claus's brother. But then it cuts to a promo with OC and AJ Styles. They're celebrating the victory. They're popping the bubblies. They're doing everything. They got a big win. But AJ Styles announces he has a match against Randy Orton. It's the main event of the night, and he says he wants to beat Randy Orton one-on-one. No help from the OC, so I'm actually really excited about that. Now, the second match of the night. By the way, this is number 2. Rowan versus some Jabba Joe. I don't know his name. I'm just going to call him Jabba Joe. This guy jumps out of the ring, crawls all the way on the other side of the ring, and guess what? He stops long enough to try to take a look at what was in the cage, and Eric Rowan chases him down. Now, this guy tries to jump into the crowd. He gets caught like a interception ball from Drew Brees. It doesn't happen often, but he gets caught. So, he gets caught. Eric then throws him around like a rag doll and throws him inside the ring, pins him 1-2-3, match over. He takes the cage with him. Now, Andrade gets himself a little bit of a promo, talking about his gauntlet match to see who would be going against Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship. Now, in this match, Humberto Carrillo will be a part of it. There's a lot of Mexican talk. I don't speak Mexican. I'm not fluent in Spanish, so I don't actually know what was said, but I'm sure it wasn't pleasant. Zelina does her thing. She tries to tell you what's going on, and she also speaks in Spanish, and I don't understand it, so I'm sorry about that. Now, Liv Morgan has a promo, a video about her new look, how she's always tried to fit in, be someone she's not, so now she's going to be exactly who she is. I hope this isn't like another MLA thing or Emalea. For those of you who know who I'm talking about, Emma, when they tried to change her around, and then the very same week they changed her right back on her debut to where she was. Liv Morgan is young. Liv Morgan's going through a gimmick change. I hope they do the right thing with her. Don't ruin her career. Please, by all means, give this girl a shot. Now, Bobby Lashley and Lana come out and do a segment. I know this is the match. I know this was the segment everybody was looking forward to. It was awesome. It was great. It was a snore fest. I do not like this rivalry between Rusev and them. I love how WWE wants to meddle, get in people's personal lives. I've tried to look up personally, see if Lana and Rusev actually are getting a divorce. I have not been able to find nothing, so the fact that Rusev would be okay with Lana kissing another man the way she's kissing Bobby Lashley, I just can't see. Even for a job, that's a little bit too far. They come to the ring. Lana pretty much tells Lashley that she's ready for him to propose to her, and Lashley hits her with the, "Oh no, you didn't. I don't like it when people tell me what to do." And like the sweet gentleman he is, in the most unpredictable way that you could imagine, he answers with, "Except by you." And so now Bobby Lashley and Lana are engaged. What a happy couple. Lana Day is seeming to try to get over again. Lana brings up it's going to be on Lana Day. The wedding will be on Lana Day. So I will be skipping that holiday most likely. Now I might tune into the wedding because I'm sure Rusev will pop up. But I'm okay with that. Now, match number 3. By the way, it's probably 9 o'clock, 9:30. We have the Gauntlet Match Challenge. Now this match lasts for about an hour. Your participants are Ricochet, Humberto Carrillo, R-Truth, Matt Hardy, Andrade, and Akira Tozawa. Out of that whole list, there's only 2 guys that you know is going to probably win this match. And that's Ricochet and Andrade. The R-Truth comes out. He does his funny segments. He does his talky talks. It's actually a pretty good promo. R-Truth cracks me up. You love to see R-Truth win, but he never does. Akira Tozawa gets to come out. This was a good win for Akira Tozawa. He does go on to beat R-Truth. Akira Tozawa is a heck of a performer, guys. I love the guy's work ethic. I love his matches. He is entertaining as crap. He may not be the most charismatic person. He may not get the fans behind him. And like I said, this crowd last night was dead, folks. I mean, I'm talking about The Undertaker was more alive than they was. And you could walk into a morgue and there'll be more lives and more lively than this place was. R-Truth gets beat by Akira Tozawa. Ricochet then comes out, and Ricochet, you guessed it, beats Akira Tozawa, but it was a good back and forth. Then Matt Hardy comes out. He would also get beat by Ricochet. And by the way, WWE, please take my advice. Don't push Ricochet like he's the smaller new version of Roman Reigns, when Roman Reigns could kick out of everyone's finisher. Roman Reigns kicks out of everything. I don't like seeing that, me personally. I don't know about you guys. I don't think anybody does. A finisher's a finisher. And if someone's going to use a finisher, for love of God, if they want to kick out early in a match where they still got energy, fine. But as the match goes on, especially when that's your second match right back to back, how are you going to kick out of stuff like that? Matt Hardy, I mean, I know he's a ring veteran, but and he has to put people over, but I didn't appreciate that part of things. Then it's Ricochet versus Humberto Carrillo, and you guessed it, Humberto would get the win. You've seen this coming. Zelina Vega comes out in the middle of this match, and she's watching him like she's ready to just do a porno with Humberto Carrillo. She's up on stage watching every single move, smiling, laughing. I mean, they could have kept the camera on her just a little bit longer, I'm just saying. And anyway, Humberto gets the win after a very good competitive match, actually. It was a very good competitiveness. I like seeing them two in the ring together, Ricochet and Humberto. So Zelina distracts Humberto. Andrade attacks him from behind. This match doesn't even get underway. He takes him on the outside, begins to just beat the snot out of Humberto. Humberto doesn't stand a chance. He gets blindsided like that. And then they take the mat up, exposing the concrete, and they freaking faceplant him with a DDT, his finishing move. Poor Humberto. His face was so implanted into the concrete that they're going to put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's how good his imprint of his face was in this. Rey Mysterio would then come out, save Humberto, run Andrade off, and then you guessed what would happen next. Seth Rollins comes down to the ring after Humberto gets taken out on a stretcher. Seth Rollins comes out. I kind of seen this coming. I kind of figured it would be this way. Carrying Rey Mysterio's pipe. AOP is with him. Rey Mysterio decides, you know what? I'm going to swing first. I'm not letting him get the jump on me. But it's not enough. He gets taken out. He's laying there flat on the mat. Seth says, all we wanted to do was talk. I don't know why you're out here attacking everybody. And pretty much says, I have a score to settle with you, Rey. This is your pipe. He throws it down, says, here, I'm just giving it back. Rey goes to grab it. That AOP steps on it. And then Seth Rollins and them continue to beat the tornations out of this boy. And I went country on you all with that one, with the tornation slang. But then he hits him with the curb stomp. He settled the score. And then he would go on with a promo after it's all said and done that he is challenging Rey Mysterio for the United States title next week on Monday Night Raw. And then it goes to an Orton promo on his match with AJ Styles and how it's building up the hype for it. Now, the next match is, and this is match number 4. I did not count the gauntlet matches as a series of matches. I counted the gauntlet match as one match. Asuka versus Diana Palazzo from NXT. It's a heel versus heel. Palazzo is a heel, and she gets the jump on Asuka, but Asuka would go on to win this match. I said it in one of my other videos. Kairi Sane is suffering from a concussion from TLC, and so she did not compete. Then it would be Rey promo saying that he would defend his title against Andrade any place, anytime, anywhere. And then he goes on to say, you know what, Seth, as far as your challenge goes, I accept your challenge. So next week, it will be Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw versus Rey Mysterio. I really, really hope that Rey Mysterio holds on to this title. I don't think it will happen. I think Seth will be getting the title because they are getting ready to redesign the United States Championship. So if Seth wins the title, it would make sense that he's the one to redesign this title since he has a new gimmick now with being a heel. Now, Becky Lynch has an interesting interview, and I quote, and I got my tablet right here. I don't want to tell you guys wrong. How is Becky handling her loss at TLC? She goes on to say that she's been off. She's been off, and that she's been moved to the tag team division, and she thought this was the powers that be was trying to bury her. Now, come on, Becky. You're the WWE Raw Women's Champion. They're really trying to bury you right now. Now, if you didn't have the title, and I know this is just a shoot. I know this is just an interview. This is already pre-designed, etc., etc. But come on, you got to hit better lines than that. You don't bury the champion. That doesn't happen. And unless you're the Revival and you're the tag team champions, then you get buried, or the Viking Raiders who've been facing jobbers all night, all rain long. But anyway, she goes on and says, but she figured it out. It was something much worse. They were trying to protect her. She realizes that she's the golden goose now of the WWE. They don't want that to end. That they are protecting her from Asuka because they don't think that she can beat Asuka. She don't want to be protected. She says Asuka is the best is the best in the world right now. Even though she's the champion, she says that Asuka is the best women wrestler superstar in the world right now. And even though she's the champion, she goes on to say, normally Becky's opponents need her, but this time Becky needs Asuka. Asuka's been that one hump, that one hill that she can't seem to get over. She can't seem to beat Asuka. Asuka seems to have her number. So that goes on to say that, you know what, Becky's offering a challenge out there for Asuka to challenge for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Um, I'm actually excited for Asuka. I think Asuka deserves it. Asuka's one heck of a performer. She carries the Kabuki Warriors. Sane does her part, but Sane's still young and green to the main card. So I'm really excited about this, to be quite honest with you guys. Now, Orton versus AJ Styles. This is a good veteran match. These are two seasoned veterans in the ring. They're getting it on. They're doing the work. They're doing a great job. And it's actually, for them guys, it's really good, because you know what the problem with Randy Orton nowadays is? The WWE is such a fast pace, move after move after move. Randy Orton is like the old school Attitude Era. AJ Styles, he can do both. He can hit you move after move after move, but he understands the process of taking it slow, telling the story of the match. So when Orton gets these guys that understand the ring business and actually can work to his pace and take it slow, selling the moves, getting the fans into it. And by the way, the fans were more into this match than any other match on the card last night. So this was a really good match. Orton would go on to win. AJ Styles would go for the phenomenal forearm, and he would fake it at first, making Randy Orton jump for the RKO too soon. He would then try to take advantage of Randy Orton, and Randy Orton would hit him with it again anyway. He pins him 1, 2, 3. The OC comes out, and they begin to beat Orton down, the stomp on the head of the snake, to say the least. But then out comes the Viking Raiders to save Randy Orton, and they don't do that at all. Instead, Eric is met with a magic killer, and that's how the show ends very quickly. They almost ran out of time again, so Monday Night Raw, whatever they're doing, they got to get it together. And that is Monday Night Raw recap. If I was going to rate this show, it's probably a 1.5 because of Seth Rollins' promos and the fact that Orton had a great match with AJ Styles. So tell me what you guys think. What do you think's going to happen on Raw? Who's winning the United States Tag Team Championship? You guys let me know. Do you think Becky Lynch can get over Asuka? Put them in the comments. If you like this content that I've been giving you, hit that like button on the video and hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a thing. And tune in. Put your comments down below. What do you think of Monday Night Raw? Who do you think has the best show this week? And by the way, I say this all the time. Your opinions matter on here. Do the work. I want to hear your opinions. So that's it for the night. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a very good and blessed